Yo, this episode was just straight up crazy. And it's good because I need for Fear to start picking things back up. The last few episodes was a little bit boring. You all have expressed that in my previous reviews, and I felt the same way. I feel like Fear started off so good, and then it just kind of started getting mellow. But man, this episode really turned things up, and I gotta say, the closing moments of this episode is everything I've been waiting for, everything that this show needs. And I think next week is just going to be even more crazy. But again, this is my review of episode 7 of Fear the Walking Dead from season 7. This episode is The Portrait. Now, there's two big things about this episode. Strand is just an egotistical maniac, number one. And number two is the adventures of Baby Mo, who Baby Mo is sick, and that now forces Morgan to he needs Strand's help, and that's something that he hoped he had never needed to do. But desperate times come desperate measures here, and Strand has just been on his BS. Like, he's just been turning everybody away who wants to join the tower. And even when Morgan initially, his first pitch about needing his help with Baby Mo, Strand didn't care. Strand, as I've been saying for weeks, is just trying to prove to Morgan that he's better than him in every way, putting together a community, I guess in a sense trying to leave some type of legacy and whatnot. I mean, like, Strand thinks he's some like crusader or something like that. He thinks he's like the next Julius Caesar or something like that. That's how he's operating right now. But yeah, nonetheless, they actually had to work something out and whatever. And yeah, he decides to let Morgan and Baby Mo in so that Baby Mo can get treatment. Now, the important things to remember here is that we know that Morgan has folks inside and outside. We know that some people are on Strand's side, but we also know that some people are just like, well, what other options did I have here? So it's interesting because we may finally see the two of them actually get on the same page, because they may have a common enemy as trouble comes knocking at the door of the towers. And there's some other common interests that they have that they may actually start to see eye to eye. Or will things just get ugly as we ultimately all expect? And like this episode, Coleman, who plays Strand, I think he's such a fantastic actor. As much as I don't like Strand, as much as I don't trust him, I even still sympathize with him some reason because of just the performances, the emotional performance that he put on in this episode. Because things get really intense, I gotta say. I did not for a moment didn't know where this was gonna go. I was a little bit worried here. That's all I'm gonna say. But it was a really good episode. I thought the cinematography in this episode was really good. Some of the shots, like this elevator shot, I thought was really good. Baby Mo being should I say I'm just gonna leave it at Baby Mo adventures. That Baby Mo had a very interesting episode. And then there was flying walkers. Yeah, flying walkers were happening in this, so that's another thing. But the biggest thing for this episode, and something I have to be very honest about, is that I've been a little bit confused about all these people who's wearing the mask and the black thing, because we never really knew who they were, whose side were they with. Were there multiple groups, good and bad? Like, you couldn't tell, and this episode completely fleshes it all out. So now there's by no means ever any bit of confusion as to the alliance amongst them, because everybody don't know everybody. Just because they're kind of dressing the same, that don't mean they know everybody. The white, is you would have thought for a moment he was with them, but obviously they wasn't, and some other things. But you'll see. But yeah, wait till you see this episode. I'm not gonna say anything else, but like I say, that closing shot is everything I've been waiting for, and everything you've been waiting for. Like, if you've been checking the box off and wondering, like, I wonder when this may happen, I wonder when that may happen, I'm not even gonna give you anything more than that. You'll see. But after you check it out, folks, jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about what I'm clearly avoiding here. And then we'll talk more, because, yeah, I can't wait to hear about your predictions for next week. Things are going to get intense. But thank you for watching this review. I see you around for more reviews from the Walking Dead universe very soon.
Please.